Hey, my lovelies. I wanted to just talk to you real quick. Since we're not in session, you're going to have to photograph your own artwork. And I think Andrew will be fine because he's taken photography. If you haven't taken photography, then you want to really pay attention to your lighting. I think you'll be okay using your cell phones to take photos because most cell phones have pretty decent cameras on them now, but you want to make sure you're using appropriate lighting. So we're using my painting here kind of as an example. First thing, notice like I have my ceiling light on, so I'm casting a shadow on it. So one thing is I would tape or pin your artwork to a wall so that it's 90 degrees and it's facing directly at you rather than an angle, because it's harder to take a photo when an artwork's at an angle. And I'll show you what a lot of these will look like. You want to make sure you have the right lighting. So most household lighting, like my little light here on my ceiling, has a yellow tint to it, which really distorts our colors. It dulls it out a little bit and really takes the brilliance away from it. And you want your artwork to maintain as close to the natural like colors that you see. We don't want to have to fix this up. So you want to get some white light bulbs, and you can put those into like your regular lamps, like a lamp over there, or you can use like the garage auto lamps. I put some white light bulbs in here, and you usually want two of them so that you can shine one on each side around about 45-degree angles. The goal is to create, I'm going to turn, so I have two of these. The goal is to put the light where it's going to be, you're not going to have any shadows anywhere. And you can see already the difference on the camera having these white lights. And I do have two of them. I have one hanging, and then I have the other one that I can hold. And so if I move my light more over here, I'm going to get some shadow here, and it's brighter here. So you want to kind of play with your lights where, again, you want to have two of them, and you want to have them in a place where everything's lit evenly. Okay, so this is going to be the best scenario if you have this opportunity. So you'll need two white light bulbs, and you can get those anywhere now. You can get those Target, you can buy them on Amazon. You might even be able to pick them up at the market, but make sure it's the white light bulbs. And then the other option is to use natural light. I'm going to go back to this. The other one is to use natural daylight. You just don't want to put your artwork directly in the sun. Mr. Red Fox once told me it's best around like between noon and 3 p.m. to take the artwork and set it outside, and to take the artwork in the shade, not with this light hitting directly to it on it. So usually I take the artwork out and I set it in a shaded area and I take photos. And the point of that is that the shade is naturally filtering out some of the light, which disrupts like the natural look of your photos. And I'll take a few photos so you can see the difference between all of them. Okay? And good luck, you guys. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're getting your pieces done. We're getting close to the end. Contact me if you have questions. Okay, so I wanted to show you, here is the artwork in the direct sunlight, which I think depending on the time of day might be okay. And I think for my piece it's okay because it's watercolor, so it's very flat and matte. But if you have an acrylic piece that has a lot of shine to it, then you're going to definitely want to use lamps for your lighting source. Otherwise, or go into the shade. And the reason you want to go into the shade, because the colors tend to be more vibrant when it's in the shade. And it's hard to tell on the camera right now, but I will take photos so you can kind of see the difference. I think also too, when it's in the shade, when it's in the shade, you're not losing like your lighter colors, because when you have like very subtle colors, like my background is very like a subtle blue, when it's in like the pure light, you lose those colors because there's so much light drowning it out. So you got to be very careful about where you're taking your photos and making sure like you're getting the best quality possible. So I'm going to take a few photos of these and so that you can see the differences between all of the different lighting sources. If you need me to alter or fix them, I can crop them down, I can get them to the correct size. If they're a little like distorted, or like maybe the tops are really wider and the bottoms are narrow because you had your camera at an angle like this, you can send those to me and I can fix those up for you. Okay? Talk to you soon, lovelies.